in Denver. No Justin Herbert for this game. Trey Lance would get the start for L.A. Both of these teams going to the playoffs. Lance throwing.
That's what Denver does.
He's not wearing the right laundry. That's Jaquan McMillan.
Find a way. Take the ball away. Play good defense. Kind of interesting. Oh, that's a dunk.
Oh, no, they missed the alley-oop. Come on.
He didn't have enough hops anyway. He
wasn't going to get there.
That sack.
Nick Bonito.
Yep.
Ball comes out. Denver's got it. Only give up 3 points. Broncos 19-3. So pretty much a perfect way for Denver. They get the 1 seed. They get the bye. They win the AFC West, and they get it done while playing regulars and not a lot of injuries.
No, you're right.
I mean, like, Sean Payton couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Exactly. And this is a team that you don't want to play the Denver Broncos right now. Defensively, they're humming. Quarterbacks has gotten better as the season's progressed. They're a confident football team. Hard to go in there and beat them. They know that. And they're sitting in a pretty good seat right now, the Denver Broncos. They have gotten better as the season has gone on, and the quarterback has gotten better. So this is interesting.
You know what's interesting also is that both 1 seeds in each conference, the Seahawks and the Broncos, when you think of these teams, you think of defense, smothering defenses. Their offense, nice, do the job.
You wouldn't pay to go watch their offense.
Right. Defense-oriented teams both getting buys here.
So one thing that wins a lot this time of the year, and you see these teams, defense and a good running game on offense. Both these teams possess that.
All right, we'll see how that plays out. Speaking of defense, we had a slice of history today in Cincinnati. Wow. Myles Garrett, he's been searching for that sack record. Weren't sure he was going to get it. Here we go. His dad had the long-range lens. He's a professional photographer there with that thing. Now, no sacks through the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter. Joe Burrow kind of curled up there. It was not a violent sack, but it was a sack. It's number 23 to set the record.
Burrow shotgun. Burrow to throw. Here's the ball. He got it! He got it! There it is! Myles Garrett, sack number 23. The new single-season sack king.
There he is, number 23 on the year. Passes Michael Strahan and T.J. Watt for the single-season record. Gets a big kiss from Mom. All in all, a great day for Myles Garrett and for the Browns.
And it was everything I expected. And it was so tough. I knew they were going to make it difficult, but I don't think I saw more than 3 singles on a real drop back the whole game. And I just knew that if I did, I had to make that moment count. I had a dream that I didn't get it. So I was like, well, we gotta deny fate, whatever it is. We gotta make it happen. Been waiting on this my whole life, my whole football career. So I knew I had it in me, and damn, I wanted that 25. But they made it real difficult these last 2 games, especially. But really these last 3. So that'll be the next journey. Trying to go out there and get 25.
That's history. I mean, he's the sack king. I mean, that's unbelievable. They've been playing this game for a long time, and for him to go get that in the circumstances with the degree of difficulty in which he got it this season is unbelievable. I mean, he's the defensive player of the year. You can make him the MVP if I had a vote. And I think the reaction of his teammates is genuine. That's real. These guys care about each other.
Yeah, great moment from Myles Garrett. Did you give me your thoughts on this guy?
Well, look, and people will look at this and say, well, they play 17 games now. Doesn't matter. It's a different league than it was 10, 20 years ago. Doesn't matter. What he's done, he has set a record for sacks. And when you're him, think about him. He plays on the Cleveland Browns. This team was, won 5 games? They were 5-12. He elected to stay here in Cleveland, too, when he signed that big contract. So kudos to him. And for him to get the sack, in the last game of the season against a really good quarterback in Joe Burrow. Now, some people will say, well, Joe Burrow felt it coming, and he kind of, okay, whatever.
We both sort of thought it was a Favre there. Just
at the end of the day, he got the sack record. And congratulations, Myles. Well-deserved. When you watch him play, the effort that he gives. Look, he's getting doubled every time he lines up. I mean, someone's double-teaming this guy. So to be able to do that in today's world, I mean, it says a lot. Now, it's a different world. We pass the ball a lot in our league, but still, he owns the record.
In this day and age, with all the stats and numbers, you can measure get-off for one of the defensive linemen.
Yes.
He has, I'm not just saying that, he has the best get-off in the NFL.
Yes.
And he's such a force. And with that kind of speed, he's very difficult to stop, obviously.
And he's agile. He's limber. He can bend, he can contort his body to get past guys. It's unbelievable what he's been able to accomplish.
Okay, let's go from the Cleveland Browns, who gets home field advantage and the bye. The Patriots are the 2 seed. They will host the Chargers. And that's the Bills and Jaguars in Jacksonville. And finally, the Texans will play either the Ravens or the Steelers, the Sunday night game tonight. That game kicking off in just a little bit. All right, let's go through it. Talking about inexperience, here's Drake May, who could win the MVP, by the way. Probably is going to win the MVP.
Yes.
That's my thought. He was the favorite coming into this week. We'll see how that plays out between he and Matthew Stafford. But he's a second-year quarterback.
Yes.
First playoff game against Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Who are you going with?
Hard to go against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Right now, they are playing just lights out football. And every week you think, something's going. No, they just keep playing. Can't say enough about what they did when they went and hired Grable, a former New England Patriot, knew the Patriot way, playing a young quarterback, built a nice defense. They're almost boring to watch. You know, you kind of, and again, it's like, okay, and they find another way to win. They just keep winning. And that's all they've done is won. So until you beat them, good luck.
By the way, Mike Vrabel, a 10-win increase over the team last year. That's the most ever by a first-year coach of a new team. So the Patriots, they're rolling into the postseason. We continue to go through these games. Bills and Jaguars, we talked about. The Texans, whether they're playing the Ravens or the Steelers, I would think with that defense, we know defense travels in the NFL. That seems like it would be a tough out for either the Ravens and the Steelers right now.
Correct. And they can play excellent defense. They just smother you. They don't allow you any points. And that's their calling card. That's their head coach. That's what he believes in. They don't turn the ball over a lot on offense. So they make you make mistakes. They make quarterbacks uncomfortable because there's a lot of sometimes 3 and outs. And quarterbacks aren't comfortable with that. A series or 2 of that, they go, I got to go make a play. And then they make an error. They turn the ball over. And they just wait. They wait to pounce on you. So you got to be very patient when you play a team like this.
If you could take one defense going into this playoffs, I'm Seahawks,
Broncos, Texans.
Which unit would you rather line up with going into the postseason?
Denver.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sack-wise, they get after the quarterback. They lead the league in sacks. They only give up 18 points a game. See, I'm a believer in this, as being a defensive player and defensive coach. When you can hit the quarterback, that speeds his clock up. He doesn't see the field anymore when you can hit him. He knows, I got to get rid of the ball. They don't sit in the pocket. They just don't. They know they're going to get hit. And when you start hitting the quarterback, one thing in football we used to say, storm the castle and hit the quarterback. And you speed him up all of a sudden. And when you can do that, and the Denver Broncos do it a lot, that's a powerful deal.
We saw that happen with Brock Purdy last night against that Seahawks.
Yes.
He got hit so many times. He got hit nasty at the end. And he didn't seem quite like the same guy he's been over a really hot stretch before that. Well,
at times, when you're coming, you think they're playing with 12 guys. Because someone's always hitting them. And you go, what? They got 12 guys, we only got 11. No, they got 11. Yeah. But that's the problem. You can wreck the offense when you start hitting the quarterback because his clock starts ticking too fast. He's like, oh, man, I got to get rid of the ball. He doesn't wait. He sees the first read of his covered. He goes, what I'm going to do, I got to run. He never goes through his progressions when you hit the quarterback.
Okay, we have 13 of the 14 team filled in. Okay? Either the Steelers or the Ravens are going to be the 14th team. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? I mean, who do you got?
I have no idea.
Well, that's what's interesting about this season is there's no dominant team.
No.
Every team has its flaws and its warts, and that's what's going to make this postseason really fun.
If you're a fan of any team in the postseason, you're excited.
And you're nervous, too.
Because you don't know. And it's almost like Christmas, right? When you're a little kid, you see the presents, and you're going to try to figure out what's in those presents. I don't know yet. I got to open them. That's what we're going to find out in the playoffs when the playoffs start.
All right.
Open the gifts, and we'll find out.
Hey, the D3 College Football National Championship